I started playing guitar when I was about 6 years old, really. Between my sister and I, we had a tiny little guitar that had a broken string, and neither of us could play it, but I would sit in the hallway of our home, which had this fantastic reverb and echo to it, and I would sit there strumming the guitar strings with a broken string, trying to make music, trying to, express ideas and films I'd seen. I was like a man possessed with the thing, or a kid possessed. By the time I was 12, I'd persuaded my parents to help me buy a guitar, and I can remember getting it, and it was a piece of crap. It really was. It was out of a catalogue. It was a K Les Paul copy. It was, honestly, it was a terrible guitar, but that did not stop me playing it and playing it and playing it and playing it. And I practiced a lot, and people started asking me for guitar lessons, so I did. And I went to London. I ended up studying at the Musicians Institute, which is no longer there anymore, and I had the best time of my life. I played in loads of different bands, and I was the big entertainer. You can see some old footage here, and I think this is more recent, but I loved the interaction with the crowd. I was gaining more and more confidence about what I could do with this instrument and what I could share with people. And I think that was the sort of change for me. A lot of bands, the band would love what I was doing because the crowd would react, and sometimes the singer wouldn't like it, but then singers want to be the centre of attention, and well, hey, so do guitar players. So it was an amazing time. I've been through all sorts of iterations. I've had really, really short hair and super long hair, and I'm kind of long hair again now, and it all didn't matter. I mean, what really mattered to me was the music and getting that music out to people. When I'm on my own and I'm just playing, it's an amazing place that my mind goes to. It's somewhere where I feel completely at peace. There is nothing else in my consciousness except what I'm doing in that moment, and where the note is and where the tune is going, and the feeling it's creating. And it's this wonderful kind of meditative state that I get to when I'm playing, and I know other people do get that. When you can take that and then throw that to an audience, it's an amazing feeling. I just absolutely love it. I cannot get enough of it. I mean, it beggars belief that if you went back 200 years ago and you listened to, an Eskimo singing a lullaby and an Aborigine singing a lullaby, even though those two cultures and people have never integrated, never communicated, aren't influenced by each other at that point in time, you would instantly know that they were singing a lullaby. And what that really sort of says to me is that music is the great leveler. It's been said, alcohol is the great leveler. Well, I think it's music more than anything else, because you can see in some of this footage here that, there's some pretty well-off, upper-class kind of people there. But when we start rocking out on that stage and we're, really getting it right, they're with us. They're no different, really, than anybody else. From any sort of spit and sawdust boozer that we've played in, to some pretty prestigious gigs, and the reaction's the same. The people deep down are the same, and I think that's something that I love. I love being a part of something that makes us all know we're human.